Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm doing my What Sold video, which is actually for this week, Monday through Thursday, April 1st through the 4th. Y'all, I pulled a major April Fool's on myself this week. Monday when I got up to do my sale, I talk about this a lot. I run a sale, 10%, Monday through Thursday. It ends Friday morning. I do it again, Friday through Sunday. All the time. Sometimes I'll fluctuate, but usually it's just 10%. I just have that all built into my pricing. I don't know what I did. Don't know, but all of a sudden I start a 30% sale. And y'all, you can't end a sale. What I was able to do was go back and make it only last 24 hours. It has to run its course 24 hours. I guess you could maybe put your store on vacation or something like that if you really just didn't want to do it. But I went ahead and did that. I don't do sales on my higher dollar items, so those were, out of danger. But I had to let it run its course. So my mistake, I still made over $700 that day. It was most I was okay with. There was a couple that was, I had just listed them and I really didn't want them to be on a 30% sale, but for the most part, it was okay. Would I do it again? No. But I am making a video after this one. I learned a new way to do a sale today so that when you want to only put specific things on sale, I found an easier way than anything else that I've been able to find. But I've always done store-wide sales, and I set dollar limits because I've got so many items. I have to use that one that's for like 20,000 items. I know there's another one where you can run a sale for 2,000 items, and I think you can do like by how old they are, but y'all know I do end and sell similar every month, so none of my listings are old. So that doesn't help me at all. But I've been wanting to figure out a way to run sales only on my old stuff. So that's going to be coming up video because I think I figured it out. And I've not seen anybody talk about this. I don't see anything in the announcements from eBay on this new thing that they've introduced, and nobody's talking about it. So I'm going to get a video done on it because I did it this morning. All right. So like I said, this is Monday through Thursday. It's actually only Friday, but, as we've mentioned before, Robert's leaving Tuesday. We're working on taxes. I'm trying to get as many videos done as I can. That way he can either try to get them ready and scheduled, or he's going to take my laptop and try to get them out next week while he's visiting. So, all right, let's get to, y'all, wait. I don't have any sales on any other platforms but eBay. None. No Mercari. No Etsy. None. That's crazy to me. Crazy. All right, now let's get to it. So we'll just get into eBay. If you're new to my channel, I only do paid shipping. I don't offer free shipping. So when I say something sold for $9.07, the buyer also paid shipping. Since I'm not having to go through these other platforms, let's just do a little quick commercial, y'all. Down in the comments, we have lots of links to different platforms that you can go shop on. If you use those links, we get a small percentage commission on them. It doesn't cost you anymore. It just helps support our channel. If you're liking these type videos, please, please, please hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment. Make the algorithm happy so it'll push my videos out more to more people. Just lots of little things like that that you can do just to help support us. And we really, really appreciate it. All right. So first item, Build-A-Bear Buddies. As you can see, that big old 30% off sale right there. Sold for $9.07. And then I'm not buying these anymore. I'm just not. These are those microwavable plush. No. Just say no. That's going to be my policy from now on. And it doesn't matter whether it's this brand, Altus, the Warmies, any of that. I'm just leery of them. So This person bought 2 of them from me, paid $15 for the elephant and the rabbit. American Girl Bitty Baby Doll outfit sold for $13.96. Yeah, this one. Kind of. Yeah. But it's gone. It's gone. I bought this set of dishes at a yard sale for $25 for 2 large totes full. This, I think, was probably my favorite piece out of it. And it sold. We've been selling quite a bit of it. But the teapot with its lid sold for $34.97. Lane Bryant. This must have sold through an offer, and they didn't even realize it was on sale. Lane Bryant women's jeans sold for $16.82. I just listed these just this week. I think they were in a recent haul. But definitely anything Larry Boy. I do very well with VeggieTales in general, though. But this figure sold for $15.50, and I had 2 of them. This is from a high bid estate sale. So when I got an offer of $15, I just went ahead and accepted it. Make it gone. Gund Pink Bear Plush 16-inch sold for $9.07. Carhartt Men's Cargo Jeans sold for $12.78. Berenstain Bears Mother and Father Plush Greenbrier. I think that's like Dollar General, Dollar Tree, all of those. I still pick them up, especially if they're character plush, good condition. Sometimes the vintage stuff is nicer quality. I think the stuff they sell now just really isn't that great. But I still had found these at the bins, and they sold for $7. These vintage bibs, y'all. I've already sold 2 sets of them. I've had 5 of them set aside. I don't know why. I must have bought a whole pile of them, listed my favorites, and then for some reason the rest of them got set aside, so I found them in my profit pile. I've already sold the other 4, I want to say for like over $50. And then this Minnie Mouse one sold for $17.46. American Eagle women's shorts. Tons of shorts selling, y'all. $10.27. They must have paid after my sale had setting. That's why there's a price difference. Walmart Furry Duck Plush. $6.97. Y'all, bread and butter, it all adds up. Bratz baby doll little bottle. It's supposed to have like a little chain that attaches to the doll. I never find them with chains hardly. It's sold for $6.97. I had a lot of those sales. I'm not sharing all of them, but I had a lot. This is a viewer sale. Y'all, my computer just glitched and I lost my thank you, Sherry, written on here. But thanks again, Sherry. Sherry had left a comment in my video when I showed this Teddy Ruxpin that I had picked up at Peaches to the Beaches that she was interested. So as soon as it was listed, I sent her a message and she purchased it. $34.95. So thank you very much, Sherry. Hasbro Pokemon plush sold for $9.07. American Girl dog plush. These kind of had those hard bodies in them. I call them plush because there's like plush fabric, but they ain't very squishy. But it sold on my 30% off sale for $6.97. This is the other Sherry. Sherry with the 2 R's. Sherry picked up this Dungeons and Dragons book from 1983 for $5. So thank you so much, Sherry. Lee Extreme Motion tapered jeans. Y'all, these sold so quickly, almost immediately. On it, I think I sent out like a 5% offer. If they end up on my offers to watchers, and I've just recently listed, I'll sometimes send like a 5% offer just to see what happens. And it sold $56.70 for a pair of Lee jeans. Manhattan Toys. I love that brand. They just don't get the respect. This is the llama, and it sold for $9.07. Acme California Raisins. Got an offer of $6.15. Just decided to make it gone. Rennick Santa Claus plush rubber face doll. I went and looked at others that are listed and decided that this was a fair price, so I took the offer of $17.50. Y'all, anytime you get an offer like this was 30% off and then they offered me even less, just take it as an opportunity. Go check comps, see what's happening. You know, this had been listed since October. Things changed. That was before Christmas. This is after Christmas. And it ended up being a reasonable offer, so I took it. Now, I ended up selling 2 sets of these for $10.46 to 2 different buyers. So these are the Disney McDonald's Fraggle Rock vehicles that came in the Happy Meal toys. Anytime I see these, I go ahead and grab them, and then I make lots of them. And Taylor women's pants. Wide legs sold for $13.78 on my sale. Mini Tupperware kids tumblers. This was a set of 6, sold for $18.86. Carter's Panda Bear, just had listed this, so went on sale at the 30%, sold for $11.87. IKEA Husky Dog, again, another one I had just listed, and it sold for a best offer of $10. I love IKEA plush. Yeah. This is going to have to be one of those just say no to in the future. They just take a while to sell. They don't do as well as some of the vintage Cabbage Patch dolls or the clothing, especially that goes to the vintage dolls. But I have tons of these, so I'm glad to see this go at $6.26. They used to do much better, but not anymore. Small appliances, part them out. This is the Black & Decker Shortcut Food Processor. This is just the chopping blade, and it sold for $6.97. Innovation Game. I think this is something Robert picked up. May have been at the same place we picked up that last game that I showed you in a previous video that sold for like $70. But this game sold for $19. Teddy-O's. This was from the High Bid Estate sale. Got an offer of $27 for it and went ahead and accepted it. Yeah, just listed this. Little Tikes Monkey Rattle musical toy. Tried to find something to put it with and just didn't have any other musical toys to go with it. So listed it and it sold almost immediately, $8.96. Somebody's child has lost that piece and they've been waiting for somebody to list it, I guess. This is the last piece of that $10 percolator that I showed you guys in a haul. Maybe I'll try to get Robert to calculate how much that percolator ended up selling for. This was the glass basket bottom, and it sold for $13.45. I think the stem itself, the middle part of the percolator, sold for like $45. Monster High dolls. This is Casta Fierce, and she sold for $20.20. Hurley men's shorts sold for $8.71. Scentsy Ollie elephant plush. Not going to pick this one particular, the elephant, up anymore. It just takes a really long time to sell. I even had a scent pack and the original box. Still took over a year to sell, $15.25. This was from the Finders Keepers sale that we went to a couple of years ago, right when we first started this video. We went on a day, I think it was like the opening weekend, but it was the $1 day. Ended up getting 2 shopping carts full of puzzles and backpacks and notebooks and this and that. This was one of the puzzles that day, so I had paid $1 for it, and it sold for $9.36. We just finished this puzzle. Just finished. In fact, we're doing now we've done a Halloween puzzle since, and now we're doing some other puzzle. It's just something Robert and I enjoy doing together, so we always have a puzzle going on upstairs, but this one was fun. It was the games we played as kids. Just a large variety of different games featured, and it sold $9.37. First in Maine jelly bean bunnies. I think I had one listed and then I found another, so I did my little in the listing, take new pictures, relist it, raise the price, just wash, rinse, repeat. I do that probably a couple of times a day. I find something to add to another lot. And it sold for $15.25. Jellycat Giraffe Rattle Plush, a baby toy, bread and butter, $8.96. Just like many of the Lubbies that I have found that were Jellycat bread and butter. Flocked Drum Christmas Ornaments. I think this was from that Christmas lot. We went to an estate sale. They were selling like large, like Xerox box size Christmas toys. We bought trains there, and they were like $15 and $20 a box, just full of stuff. I've sold quite a bit of it, but these 7 little velvet drums sold for $18.68. Kohl's Paddington Bear. I pick up a lot of Kohl's. Most of it's bread and butter. This Paddington sold for $8.06. This person bought 2 pairs of jeans. Well, actually capri jeans. Paid $24.02. One was called Vintage America, and the other one was Lauren jeans. This was from totes and totes and totes of smalls that I've been going through. This is Disney Peter Pan, Hook, and Wendy. Just kind of a hodgepodge. I used the word cake toppers at the end. And they sold in about a month for $22.45. I like this brand. It's Nietzsche. I don't find it very often, but when I see it, I grab it. And this chicken sold in less than a month for, look, I made it capital CH. I do that a lot. I usually catch it, but didn't catch that one. $12.10. All right, this was from that private pick estate sale in the last video that I did. There was a coffee cup that I sold from that same estate sale. This was, I purchased all of these Care Bear things at the same time. This was a puzzle, still sealed, 1984, and it sold for $15.26. Small Soldiers Razor Blade. Y'all, I'm going to have to get to this because that's one of those things I keep repeating. But I have a Walmart bag of stuff, smalls, that I've let the Facebook group Action Figures Identification help me identify. I put them in little Ziploc bags. I write on the Ziploc bags what they said it belonged to. And then I haven't got to listing them. Every once in a while I'll pull out like a dozen of them and list it. But it's just one of those things I need to get to. But this was from Small Soldiers, and it was die cast. It was interesting. Sold for $6.95. Pieces and parts. Disney Buzz Lightyear plush doll, $8.06. A lot of bread and butter, y'all. But thank goodness, because, you know, nothing is selling on the other platforms. Despicable Me, Minion, and El Macho Eduardo. This was from my profit piles. Just decided to put them together. $8.06. All I can think is all this stuff that has sat in totes for years. And look, it's $8, $10, $20. Blue Elephant Blow Mold Toy sold for a best offer of $10. A mantra, y'all. I need to put a sign up that says, you can't sell it if it's not listed. You can't. It's just not possible. Get it listed. I don't know this brand. I mean, this character, but it was Pumuki. I think it was in that Christmas ornament lot that I bought a while back. I want to say I paid $5 for a huge tote of vintage ornaments. Listed some of it. Actually, the rest of it is sitting right there. And the next time I take a bag of stuff up to the road, because that's how I get rid of my stuff that I no longer want to sell, because none of the thrift stores around here want plush. I know. Their whole story, I'm going to take down. A lot of them had just like condition issues that I just don't want to list. But these 3 ornaments took a while. I listed them in November and they sold for $44.95. Maybe I got these at an estate sale because those other ones were a while back. Don't remember. Y'all, Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree hand puppets. They looked vintage to me when I purchased them. I don't even know if I looked at the tag at the time. They just looked vintage, so I grabbed them and come to find out they're Dollar Tree. Sold for $14.36. Wildlife Artists. This is a park ranger doll. Sold for $8.96. Apartment 9 women's jeans. $15. Bread and butter jeans, y'all. Dandy Pink Pig Plush, 14-inch, sold for $11.49. It was an old listing. Picked this up at an estate sale, I think. It says I've had it listed since May of last year. It's Coleco, which most of us know Coleco is the vintage Cabbage Patch dolls. But this was a couch potato. There was a boy and there's a girl. This was the girl, 1987. She had her little sack. And she sold for $20.62. Brass. This one has been listed a while. It's not the newest stuff that I've been listing. But these wall sconces sold for $31.96. Funny thing is it's one of the things that I had just recently listed on Etsy. And then it sells on eBay. Wrangler men's jeans. Wrangler, y'all. $13.51. Wranglers and Lee's. All right, Corel Optic dinner plates. I picked up dinner plates. I think there was bowls, saucers, and coffee cups. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I would say $10 or less. And I sold the 8 plates for $40. Thinkway Toys. Now, there's a lot of Woody dolls out there that do the talking, but I have found the ones that sell the best are the Thinkway Toys brand. It'll say it on his neck. He was a pull string, but he's not the pull string like the originals where it actually, pulled and he talked as it went back down. This one is a pull string, but it's just to activate a battery thing, and he talks that way. It's not the pull string. But this is the one that sells the best for me, and he sold for $23. Animal Alley Tan Bear Plush. It was listed since June of last year. I got a $50 offer on it and sold. American Eagle women's jeans sold for $17.71. Brass ducks. These are some of the ones that I recently listed. Y'all, I don't even try to clean them. I leave them as they are. I wipe all the dust and dirts and stuff off of them. But I always put in there, leaving all cleaning to buyer. Some buyers like it with this rough, I guess, patina on it. Others like to have it polished and be all nice and bright. I just let the buyer decide what they're going to do. And these sold in less than a month for $22.45. Santa Bear Plush. This is from House of Lloyd, which is also like Christmas around the world. 17-inch plush. Took a really long time to sell, though. $16.16. doll pacifier. I mention this quite often anytime I see pacifiers, bottles, sippy cups, doll clothes. I tend to pick them up if I'm getting them for really cheap. But this is from Jack's. Didn't know what doll. Google Lens was not my friend in helping, so I just left it at that. Pink, pretend, play type stuff. Sold in less than a month for $8.51. I have found this a couple of times. They're made out of, they look like seat belts. That's why they're called buckle down. This one had, you know, the stripes and the stars on it. They're adjustable fit. They do come in varying sizes, so make sure you put the right size on there. I got it from the tag. And it sold in like 2 months for $17.95. Another puzzle we put together, but was quite quick. This is a 100-piece of Rainbow Bright. Did have some condition issues. The box had issues. I just show pictures of it all. And it sold for $8.96. I've picked up a couple of these recently. This is Carter's, a Buffalo Lovey, and this one sold for $18. Manhattan Toys, again, they just don't get the love. I'm still going to pick them up. But this was a green Stegosaurus, and he sold for $8.96. It's cold down here, y'all. It's cold today. Smart Planet Electric Macaroni and Cheese Maker. That I picked up at some point last year. Probably $1 or so for it. I think it would have done better if I had the original packaging and box and stuff like that. It took about 5 months to sell though, and I took a best offer of $10. Embroidered doily lot of 4. I picked up a bunch of handkerchiefs and doilies at an estate sale last year some point. And just kind of was lotting it out, set it aside, lotted some more out, set it aside, finally finished it up. This, I think, came from one of the last batches that I put together, and just decided let's make it gone. I got a $6 offer and took it. Then my best sale, and you'll know why, was these. I picked up a bunch of Fisher-Price Fun with Food lots at a yard sale. It's like a neighborhood yard sale that they have in Johnson City every year. And I found a bunch of vintage stuff. This was some of it. I decided a lot of it was like breakfast food stuff. So I just made one large lot. And y'all, it sold for full asking price, $79.95, which means I had end and sell similar, and my sale hadn't started yet, and it sold just like that. So definitely keep your eyes out for the vintage Fisher-Price Fun with Food stuff. Familiarize yourself with the pieces and parts. Go on eBay, type in those keywords, and start looking through the listings so that you can see. Most of it is marked FP, but every once in a while there's pieces that are not marked that are part of the set. So it's a little tricky. All right, video 2 done. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Getting good ideas of stuff to be looking for when you go out. Hopefully soon for you also, yard sales, estate sales. We don't do too many thrift stores, but if you have a really good thrift store that does lots of toys, you know, it'll give you ideas of things to be looking for. But always check comps. Check comps to make sure it's something that you are, the sell-through rate is how you want it. The price point is how you want it before you pick stuff up. All right, y'all. Get to work. Bye.